All these bitches out here trying to be a playmate, but I want to be Hugh Hefner.
I want to throw bands on these hoes.
Fuck on your bitch like I'm Hefner. I take 10% like I rep her. No faking my tits, but I'll check hers. Your bitch give me brain like her neck hurts. I could count higher than 21. My bank is just fine, get your money up. Gold in my blunts that we rolling up. Red on my shoes that we pulling up. You used to drop them panties, now you drowning in them Xannies. Got my name all in your mouth, yeah, your tweet just gave me clout. I'll drop 5K on a drop of fucking water. More ice on my wrist
Than tuition for your daughter.
Yo, I fucked your bitch. I'm sorry I'm rich and you're not. Tenna. Playmate of the month, cash come in lumps, keys full of bumps, man's all on my humps. Fuck on your bitch like I'm Hefner. She say she in love, but I left her. She sip on my pussy like nectar. She say you was good, but I'm better. Hopping in this bitch like a motherfucking bunny.
Playing all these boys like
I'm catching bears with honey. Sign NDAs, keep them quiet. We out in these streets like a riot. I want Gucci shit, so I buy it. Can't catch my phone, so I'm trying. Hey, whoa, yeah. Yo, I fucked your bitch. I'm sorry I'm rich and you're not.
I'm protecting her. Excuse me.
Well, I'm taking my time. I'm just moving on. You forget about me after I've been gone. And I take what I find. I don't want no more. It's just outside of your front door.
They wanna rush in, cause a stampede. No handles, flying like a banshee. They use cheat codes, but we don't cheat though. No cliff notes, homie, we don't need those.
I'm just moving on. Well, I'm taking my time. I'm just moving on. Well, I'm taking my time. I'm just moving on. Well, I'm
Come on, and just take the high road. I'm trying to fly though, wanna touch the sky, but still lie low. Never water down, even with the hydro. Vaporize the hate so I don't have to keep my eyes low. Hit Oslo, get it in Norway. Cleanse palates with the callous man sorbet. Doorways open up, yup, more cake. Soon enough the sweet turn sour, more court dates. We burn it down though, and just live it up. It sucks ass when they ask about a living trust. I don't have one, cause I don't have shit. And when I do, I'm probably gonna just stash it. It takes time for the interest to make sense. It makes sense for the linguist to invest. I've been blessed with a brain and some rhythm. Those hairs too square, I'm the tortoise and I'll win it. Come on.
I'm just moving on. You forget about me after I've been gone. And I take what I find. I don't want no more. It's just outside of your front door.
Get on the plane, but no carry-ons, but we carry hope. No politics, but y'all should probably vote. Don't involve me, I live for the stereo. Right side, left side, middle path, adios. No label when you living independent. Rent is too damn high for my pension. Like the lottery, the way it just rubs off. Opposite of Jimmy McMillan, I take the gloves off. Take some cheap shots, fighting for the beatbox. I'm throwing down harder than the dude who beat Brock. I'm more able though, but still murderous. On the beat.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the KHuck cast. I am your host, Mrs. KHuck. Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. How's it going, chat? How we doing? How's it hanging? Hello, Motivation. Hello, Zero, Blue Jay, Calamity Girl, Nintendo Mail, Jacob. Nice to see you all here. Nice. Happy Monday. Hope you all had a great day today. I know I did. Oh, chat. Oh, chat. Oh, do I have a story for all of you who do not know? Bro. Well, yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. We had a breaking development today, chat. Breaking development. So, yeah, we're going to talk about that here in a minute. Oh, I have to talk about it. I have to. It's too damn good for me not to. So, yeah, we're going to do that. But anyway, hello, everybody. I can only stay for an hour. Have a schedule to keep. Okay. All right, Zero. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Sounds good to me. Yeah, I haven't ate dinner yet. That's also part of the, yeah. I haven't had dinner yet. I'm waiting for, Mr. Huck and Lil Huck to get back from, their jujitsu class. So, we'll see how that goes. But, okay, chat. So, a couple of things here real quick. We have lots and lots and lots of things to get to. Depending on how tonight goes and how long I do actually have, this may need to be broken up into 2 separate streams. I don't know yet, though. We're going to see how tonight goes. There is a possibility that I may be able to go past 9 o'clock my time. I'm not sure yet. It's going to depend on how everything is. But we'll see. But if I do have, if everything is still on for 9 o'clock for me to play Baldur's Gate and everything, then I'm obviously going to have to dip. So, but I'll let you guys know here soon-ish, around about 10 minutes or so prior. We'll see how everything is. So, I'll have a better idea then. Secondly, I was going to stream tomorrow, but I had something come up for tomorrow. So, on Wednesday we'll be back with the Zelda cast. Zelda cast on Wednesday is scheduled. We will be ranking our favorite cosplays. That's gonna be fun. So we're gonna each get our own, pick our own favorite cosplay, search for our favorite cosplays, and then let you guys vote as to which one's the best ones. And yeah, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. So be on the lookout for that on Wednesday. And then, I did have an interview scheduled for Thursday. But I'm not sure about that now. My week, I've literally found out today that my entire week that I somewhat have planned out is going to be kind of interrupted. So we're going to see how the rest of the week goes. I might have to reach out to the person that I was going to do the interview with and let them know of that. But I'm not sure how it's going to play out yet. But that still may happen. I'm not sure. So again, be on the lookout for that. And then, yeah, so we'll see how the rest of the week goes. Now, back to the topic at hand here, shall we, chat? Okay. Hold on. You know what? Let me get a picture pulled up here. Okay. While I'm doing that, chat, we do have the goal. The emote goal is up in live, chat. Feel free to donate to that. That will be going until... Obviously, I have it going for an hour now. But yeah, if you guys want to donate to the emote goal, feel free to do so. Any and all donations from the last couple of streams... we'll be going to that. We're working on a Mr. Huck emote. That's what we're currently working on today, or right now, and then maybe some other Zelda ones as well. The lovely Squatchin did the current ones that we have here, which we all know and love, and you guys seem to, these are a big, huge hit, so thank you again to Squatchin. But yeah, any and all proceeds from the last couple of streams will go to the emote fund. So yeah, there you go. Okay, let me get a picture pulled up here, chat, real quick, of, because my Discord was acting up on me earlier, and I didn't want to mess with it. Ah! Okay, hold on. Oh, you know what? Hold on, chat. Why is it doing that? Forget it. Okay, never mind. Forget it. I was going to put my profile picture up there, but it's being silly. Never mind. Forget it. Forget it. Sorry. Anyway. Alrighty. So, let's get to the topic at hand here, shall we, chat? Let's go. Topics, I should say. Topics. We have multiple topics for you tonight, chat. Multiple. But first, I wanted to talk about this here real quick. Let me get that pulled up here. I planned on talking about this tonight anyway, but I wanted to bring this up, chat. So, for those of you who do not know, most of you probably do, unfortunately, Toxic Piplup, our wonderful Toxic, received a copyright strike on his channel because of a live stream that he did on, on a live stream that him and Peepaw were doing, reacting to this man right here. This man is named A Mangaset Press. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I apologize if I'm butchering it. I'm terrible at names. But for those of you who were there on Saturday, reacting to, or were there on Saturday for his stream, this is the stream that he got a copyright strike on. So now he can't stream for another week because of this unless it gets removed, which I'm having a feeling it probably won't. So, yeah. But anyway, Toxic posted this on his community page. This was yesterday. Hey guys, if you haven't heard by now, my channel was falsely copyright struck by a Mangaset Press. Again, I'm saying that all wrong. On Saturday, March 8th, Rivet and I were doing our normal body cam reaction series and recently have thrown in a couple of auditors where we discover we both watch content in that genre as well. I saw during last week, a Magnet Press recently uploaded after hiatus and figured it would be perfect for the stream if we discussed and reacted to his latest video. Now, bear in mind here, chat, and he mentioned this in the stream on Saturday, that Toxic and Nietzsche have been watching him now for quite a while. They've really liked his content. He's a bit of a douche canoe in some regard, but they really did like his content because some of it was, as Toxic put it, some of it was fairly wholesome. Some of it really wasn't. Again, it just depended on how you want to look at it, I guess. But irregardless, yeah. So anyway, he continues. Unlike every other channel we react to, a Mangaset Press, again, sorry, I am butchering it, seems unhappy with what we did and filed for the video to be taken down. Jason, the man behind a Magnet Press, is known for his First Amendment audits, which is ironic considering his action towards my video. Exactly. Hypocrite. Hypocrites be hypocritin', as Eiley would say. His video was not the only one we reacted to during the stream. No, it was not. There were 2 other body cam videos we watched and gave commentary on that are now lost due to the video being taken down. Magnet Press likes telling people to educate themselves on laws regarding filming in public, so I would like to invite him to educate himself on learning about copyright laws as well as fair use. As for other streams, because of the strike, I cannot stream for at least 7 days. I would love if Jason sees this post, or your post, and takes back his claim so I can continue content on my channel as normal. He made no attempts to reach out. If he would have done so, I would have not reacted to his content again and cut the segment, which is true, he would have. Thanks for reading. I hope we can educate Magnet Press. P.S. This is not a good way to treat a fan of your content who has been watching since 2018. Yeah. Some bullshittery. 100% bullshittery. Those of you who also know, Peepaw went over it this morning. He did a stream this morning and Toxic came on there. Now, Toxic has no plans on fighting this, as he said that this morning to Peepaw. But yeah, and this is the stream that Peepaw did this morning for those of you who missed it. I don't blame him. I really don't. Yeah, and then JFA got called out. Yeah, I saw that too. I don't blame him for not wanting to fight it. I really don't. Because when I got my copyright strike a year, 2 years ago now, I didn't want to touch it because I just said, fuck it, I'm good. You know what I mean? I did try to fight it at the time. I did try to, respond to it, but then eventually I just got tired of it. Yeah. So I eventually just let it go and just let the copyright strike slide. I didn't care. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, I can't say I blame him for not wanting to fight this. But anyway. So yeah, Peepaw covered it this morning for those of you that want to check that out. Let me get the link here. Yeah, for those of you who missed that this morning, the link is right there. Go check out Peepaw's stream from this morning. I would cover everything and anything with this chat or all of what Peepaw did, but I want Peepaw to get the views. And he actually got to talk to Toxic today too. So go check that out, please. And also go show some support to Toxic as well too. The link to his channel is in the description. Go show him some love. Go show him some support. I know that he's, obviously, He's going to be gone for just a week, I know, but that's still a good amount of time for him to lose out on making content, and it sucks. And this should not have happened to him at all. So, yeah, go show Toxic some love as well, too. Okay. All right. So, chat. Now, I was going to get straight into, and we will eventually, straight into the Rosanna Pansino and Tana Mongeau and Trisha Paytas shit, or drama shit, whatever the hell you want to call it. We'll get into that here in just a minute. But I had a breaking development that happened today that I have to talk about. I have to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about this. So today I was working and I happened to just check Twitter. For those that know, Twitter was, kind of was in and out, had an outage earlier today. So Twitter was kind of acting up and being silly today, but eventually when it started working and was back up to working right, I happened to see a tweet from Rich about him streaming today. So I said, oh, wonder what he's talking about. Had a feeling that it was going to either be about Sly, which is what the main topic is with him here as of late, or what this was going to be about. Wasn't sure. Something told me to click on it, though. Chat, we're going to watch this here real quick. This is a 4-hour stream. We're not going to watch the whole thing. But I want to get to this part here. Okay? Because right when I clicked on the link, he just so happened to be talking about this.
I rather, like I said, if I can't keep on a promise, it's not my money to keep.
Walrus nipples.
Mystery
I'll let
Man
Saul
donated
first.
$4.99 through Super Chat. This is the only low-cow show I like. Real, unscripted, and fun.
Yeah, I
Please
do no
don't change the
scripts.
name Rich. Can we use Keen's background again? Or his sex shed?
We could use a sex shed, yes.
By the way, chat, by the way, Rich, excuse me, you taking Sly's soundboard is not the own that you think that it is. Or you using Sly's soundboard is not the own that you think that it is.
He has AI, DSP, and I'm going to have to copy the DSP and the Quantum. 100%. 100%. All right, so I'm happy I did it to a good cause. I don't even, whatever. I got the receipt. Sure, I'll use it as a tax write-off. Cool.
Okay, so, sorry, chat. I promise I'm going to get to it. It's soon after this. So he shows this. He made a donation to the American Cancer Society. I think that it was for, not sure what it was for or what it was about, but he is showing that he made a donation to the American Cancer Society. That's what he's showing right here, right now.
But that's not even what I did it for. Yeah, I downloaded it, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, there's a man. So, interesting thing. Now, I was looking for a thumbnail of Sly, right?
Chat, look what he pulled up. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Remember how I said that Rich wouldn't find out about this and he probably would never watch this? Well, he found out about it. Now, he did not watch it. He did not watch it today. I was kind of hoping that he would. But apparently, he ended the stream about 10 minutes before, or no, it's been a little bit longer than that now, but he ended the stream about 40-ish minutes ago now, give or take. So, apparently, he's going to be reacting and talking about Sly once again tomorrow. Okay? Now, whether or not it's going to be, I don't know. He said that it was going to be members only, but we'll see. I guess we'll find out, I guess. But, so apparently he's going to be talking about Sly tomorrow. But I see this, chat. The first thing I see when I click on that link to the stream is this. I lost my shit. I was laughing so goddamn hard. So he's claiming that he was looking for a picture of Sly for his thumbnail. I don't know if I believe that or not, but anyway, I digress. He continues.
Now, Sly, have the person said that if they're going to check to confirm if you unmodded them, if you did unmod them, I could say their name. I talked to them.
Oh, okay. This is the other thing I wanted to bring up too. So we briefly talked about this on Tuesday, last Tuesday when Sly was here, right? There's apparently Sly is being accused by Rich, and only Rich, of unmodding someone within his community because they associate them, or because they like Rich, or they watch Rich, or whatever, or they still watch him, or something like that. Okay? We briefly talked about this last week when Sly was here. He's bringing it up here again, claiming that he talked to the person that is allegedly the unmodded now, and they're going to double check to see if they've been unmodded or not. If they have been, then Rich is going to reveal their name. Now, bear in mind here, chat, he has yet to prove anything with this. He claims that he won't reveal the name because he doesn't want that person to have a target on their back. Then why the fuck are you bringing him up? Now, Sly has a decent-sized community. Don't get me wrong. He's got a decent-sized community. In fact, he's live right now, talking about Rich yet again, because Rich just can't seem to get Sly's name out of his goddamn fucking mouth. And all this other shit that occurred today. Now, it's ridiculous. He's saying all of this without any proof. No proof. He's going off of the word of this alleged unmodded, or mod, or whatever, this alleged person, claiming that they got unmodded. Okay. He continues, chat.
And I noticed Katie. Now, I believe Katie, I could be wrong about this, was friends with Minxie. I noticed when I had a fallout.
No, I was not friends with Minxie. I am friendly with Minxie. By the way, he uses my first name in here, chat. It's fine. I don't care. It's out there. Anyway, no, I was not friends with Minxie. I'm friendly with her. In fact, I haven't talked to her in quite a while because life just happens and she's been busy with her own stuff and all of that. So it is what it is. I'm not friends with her. I am friendly with her and I respect her. But yeah, just listen, chat. Now, chat, I want you to answer me honestly. When you hear this, okay, when you hear a certain part about me in particular, I want your opinion as to what he is doing here.
Fallout with Minxie, Katie stopped being a supporter of mine. But anyway, I didn't
I stopped being a supporter of you right around the time that all that happened, yeah. Yeah, because you went after Minxie, and then the whole thing between you and Jay was so fucking stupid, and then you did what you said about, and then you said what you said about Nerdy, about him being the Circle Jerk podcast and all that other shit. All of that combined made me want to leave. It wasn't just about Minxie. It was about everything in between that you have done, because you're an idiot. Yeah, I did like you at one point, Rich. Trust me. I think that you have an audience that obviously still wants to stick around. Good for you. Good for you. I'm not denying that. But what I am saying in my particular instance, the reason why I left was because of your actions. Your actions and your actions alone. Yeah, I did reveal it a while ago, Nintendo Mail. He didn't dox me. No. That's my name's been out there for ages if people paid attention. So, it's fine. I don't care. It's Katie. Who cares? It is what it is. But I've been called by my first name. Yeah, it is what it is. I don't care. It's out there. So, anyway, but anyway, he continues, chat.
purposely look for her. I was looking for an image of Timu dollar store chain. Uncle Sly over here. And as I'm looking, I'm like, that's Katie. She used to come to my streams.
Oh, it gets better, chat. It gets better.
Walrus nipples.
I'm like,
Comic Book Chat donated $5 through Super Chat.
yes, I'm Crap
Gamer Unscripted.
Unscripted. Well, isn't he scripted now? I remember one time we turned into, I don't know. She could still, like, look, me and Jay are cool now, but she could go fuck herself.
Now, he's talking about Minxie here. He ain't talking about me. He's talking about Minxie. Because I guess someone brought it up in chat about her, I guess, or something. But he's referring to Minxie. If he was referring to me, I would... I would be laughing so fucking hard. But no, that I believe he is referring to Minxie here.
Like, she made it like she was like an abuse victim. Like, bitch, we hung out. We didn't even hang out. We like chorus.
No, she talked about, oh dude, I've already brought this up. I've already talked about it when it was first going on. I'm not repeating it. But that is not what she was doing. That was not what Minxie was doing in any way, shape, or form. And there was more to it than that, than what you're saying right here. There was way more to it than that. She wasn't pretending like you were, or that she was abused by you or anything like that, because she wasn't. I hope to God she wasn't. But, again, that's not why she... Oh, dear. Okay. Whatever. Okay, I'm hyperfixating on all of that. We're gonna move on. He continues.
Responded on the internet, like, 3 to 5 times on live streams.
Walrus nipples.
Toyota Tacoma Wept donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Tongue punch my fart box. We doing Legos today? Peanuts speaking head smiling face
The other
with
thing
heart's
I
leg
wanna
medium
do-
dark skin tone.
Tomorrow I want to kind of, maybe I'm probably thinking of too much. Like 2 of the 3 things I would like to do. I think I'm getting another bird. I think someone's sending me another bird. That's why besides the fact Becky melted down yesterday, and that absolutely needs to be fucking covered because it was a real one. It wasn't fake. It wasn't her doing her theatrics. When she has real meltdowns, I really like to cover them. What happened with Nate now? Well, yeah, like, yeah, Minxie was just, that was her. She was riding a clout wave. The reason I'm bringing her up.
Damn, what a thing to hear as I join. Hi, name. Yeah, it's trying to say that Minxie's riding a clout wave, or was riding a clout wave with this. No, sir, she was not. You can think that way. That's your opinion. You're entitled to it. But like I said before, like I just said, there's reasons, other reasons why Minxie talked about it then. And she had her reasons, and still probably does. You're the one that is bringing Minxie back up again out of nowhere when Minxie has not talked about you and God knows how long. Tell me you live rent-free in someone's head without telling me you live rent-free.
Is I think that she used to be cool with Katie. Katie used to be cool with me. And now Katie's not cool with me because I think Minxie is an insufferable bitch.
No, that's not the only reason why. Yeah, I didn't like what was happening between you and Minxie, sure. Yeah, I'll say that. But that wasn't the only reason why. As I just said, the nonsense that was going on with you and Jay, the things that you said about Nerdy, and everything else, and you probably have no idea what I'm even referring to, but if you and I ever have a conversation, I'll tell you, but I doubt that will happen, though, too, chat. I really do. But anyway. But then again, I said I doubted that he would ever find out about this stream. So I could be wrong there, too. Who the hell knows? He looks like an uncut chicken. He sure does, Hyperion. Hi. He sure does. That's a great way to put it. That's hilarious. Anyway, but no. And also because of just your behavior in general, dude. Your behavior in general made me not want to watch you anymore because you kept doing the same bullshit over and over and over and over again. And I got sick and tired of it, like most people have that have left you.
And remember when she said, I think Lauren posted a picture and tagged me where Mackenzie was sick, and I'm like, she went off on me. I'm like, first off, who the fuck are you to go off on that? And secondly, I never did that. I didn't like when Lauren did that. We used to have arguments about it. I'm like, don't post that shit. Like, I understand you want.
For those of you, okay. Why is he bringing this up? Why is he talking about this? For those of you who do not know, essentially, the reason why him and Minxie, and for those of you who also don't know, Minxie is another creator, Minxie1. Most of you do know who she is, though, because we stand Minxie in this house, of course. But that's part of the reason why him and Minxie got into it, quote unquote, was because, or why Minxie left him and stopped associating with him, is because of the drama that occurred between him and his baby mama. This occurred sometime last year. That's all I can, again, way too much and way too much lore to get into, but that's essentially what it boils down to. That's what he's talking about. Again, there's been multiple streams about this that have been done, and I'm not going to get into it, but that's what he's referring to.
Want to give people updates. I'm not okay with it. And I remember, like, that's it, like when she
And it had something to do with his daughter. I'll say that too. So
started bringing that up, I'm like, fuck you. You know what I mean? You and I have corresponded a handful of times, and you're making it like, you know, I had you tied up in my fucking basement. Give me a fucking break. Lost in Gaming, thank you. Last night's Loco was one of the best. Keem went off on Becky, and Wings had some amazing stories. Ooh, we may have, dude, there's a lot to watch today. There is, from the mind of Chris, thank you for gifting a Lol Cow Basement membership. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody. I'm all full of love today.
Full of something, I'll say that.
So, it was an interesting, I had a little discussion, a heart-to-heart publicly with Sly yesterday, too.
Oh, where you went back and forth with him on Twitter and wouldn't answer his question? Is that what you're talking about? And wouldn't say or drop proof about who this mod was allegedly that he unmodded because of you? And by the way, Rich, why does... so dumb. So dumb.
I noticed that every time I opened Twitter, I was mentioned by him. And yesterday I kind of was like, you know what, it's time to just go full force. And then I could use all the tweets for a live stream. He did the same. Be interesting to see what he had to say. I'm very interested to see. Again, I only look for this because look at my thumbnail. I was like, oh, I need an image of Sly. When I looked on Google.
Yep, and he apparently looked on Google and pulled that image of Sly from my thumbnail that Purple Paw Prince made. He used that image. Not yet. Or that's what he's claiming. I don't believe that for a goddamn second. You caught wind of my stream, and you watched it, and now you're all upset. At least that's what it indicates to me, anyway. Good for me, I got the views. Cool. Now, again, Rich, as I've said before, you're welcome to come on at any point in time. You can message me on Twitter. You and I follow each other. You are more than welcome to message me, and you can come on at any time and give your take, and we'll have a conversation. We can have a conversation, a civil conversation. But if it turns heated, it turns heated. That's going to be either on you or on me or whatever. But I'm open to have a conversation with you, buddy. I don't believe you for a second that you were just looking for a picture of Sly and you happened across my stream. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Look at Phil. Oh. This popped up. That's the reason I found it. It's that simple. So anyone think...
Yeah, okay. I don't believe you for a minute.
And then I'm doing like some ops or some shit. Relax.
Not saying that you're doing ops. I wouldn't go that far. I would say that you somehow found out about the stream and you're claiming that you didn't see it, which it looks like that you may not have. I don't know. But still, Thanks for the publicity, though, Rich. I appreciate it.
The fuck is Jack's Pizza? Love. God, you remember Love, Delicate Steve? Dude, I never know with how many times has she been fired and quit and come back. I mean, her losing her mind was absolutely.
Hi, Medley. He looks like a pile of lard. Damn. Someone said earlier that he looked like an uncooked chicken. I think it was Hyperion, and I'd have to say, I can't get that image out of my head now. I can't unsee it. I can't. He 100% looks like an uncooked chicken. That's such a great way to put it. Why is Dickers on the screen? Well, big dude, you know why. You know why. Because of what happened today. Oh, I'm definitely talking about it. There is... Y'all are crazy if you think that I'm not going to be talking about this. I've been wondering, why is he shirtless? Well, Name McName, he has a thing to where if somebody donates $50, he will take off his shirt. So someone must have donated $50. It's his shtick. It's his thing. That if someone pays him $50, he'll take off his shirt. It's been an ongoing thing now with him for a while. So that's probably why.
Real. That's not up for debate. It was as real as the tits, as real as the nipples on my fucking sagging breasts. But what is she actually going? Who knows? A lot of people asking me if I'm going to fat camp. I was talking to Lauren about it. I don't think it's a good idea. I don't. It was actually to my benefit.
Hey, for those of you who are just joining us, look what I did, chat. Look what I made. I made a rich stream. Look at that. This is too good. This is too fucking good. I had to say something about this today, chat. I had to. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I had to talk about this.
Was fired from there. I still don't like how I was fired from there, to be quite frank with you. And I'm not part of the universe, so why would I go there and give it? And it's not even me taking shots at Lolcow. It's like, I'm not making any money off of the stuff going on. Lauren's like, oh, you could stream from there. I'm like, do you really think I'm going to stream more than like twice there with all the other shit going on? Now, if I was part of the shows and someone else was handling the streaming, sure, I'd make money, but I'm not going to make money. Rich, is it all about the money? Yes, it is. With that, it is. Absolutely.
Wait, what, Medley? He's not going to fan camp because he thought he was smart and contacted Gray Sorp, so he's banned from anything local. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that at all either, Medley. I'm not. Now, so he's lying, essentially, is what you're saying. That he can't go to fat camp because he's banned, not because he doesn't want to go. I see. Yeah. Rich, you are something else, my guy. You are something else.
I'm like, Lauren, I know if you want to go away, great. I agree. Let's go away. Let's have a few days. Let's go pretty much wherever you want.
He doesn't talk about this for much longer, Chad. It's only like a...
Yeah, I get a lot of gun content, Rick. Oh, man. I go also on the 21st. This is not why, Lauren, I'm not going. I'm sure she's spying on me. I have training with the shotgun. So I'm going to...
Oh, and he's learning to shoot the shotgun that he bought.
Spend more money to go there, and I'm not really going to make anything. Who says I'm moving? That's another one I keep hearing. Wings brought that up. I'm like, Wings, where the fuck am I going? Yeah, JH, I remember using the 5960X was my daily driver from...
Walrus nipples.
For years.
Comic Book Chat donated $5 through Super Chat. X had an outage and President Musk said that it was because of a cyber attack.
Yeah, he can go fuck himself. It's funny, they sell his internet shit. Let's just call it Skynet. at Best Buy. Yeah, hard pass. I usually could separate. I may have mentioned this in another stream now because I'm remembering all of it. BB Phil, thank you for being a member for 2 months too. From the mind of Chris, thank you for gifting a membership. The product from the person, not him. What's up, Dewhouse? I'm early, so you're not late. I'm early. Robust urban garlic flavor review Butter USA. What's up, Mr. Butter? Thank you for being a member for 3 months.
Robust urban garlic flavor.
So I don't have a medical marijuana. That's another thing I keep hearing. I think interesting. Good friends of mine, and by good friends of mine, they could go fuck themselves. I don't have a medical marijuana card. I haven't had one for I think over 2 years now.
Good for
That's
you.
that's it. Thank.
That doesn't mean, really? That doesn't mean anything. Even if you did, that's your own business. Who cares? What people get at you for, though, my guy, is that you get too high and you claim that you're going to quit drugs and you're going to do this and you're going to do that, but yet you have yet to prove that. You may be sober here now. If you are, good for you. Good for you. If you claim to be as sober as long as you have been, which I think you said, what, about 5 months? I think you said later in this stream. Good for you. Good for you. If you are legitly sober, that is awesome. But who cares if you have one or not? Who gives a shit? Why do you hyper-focus on the stupidest shit?
Thank you for my TED Talk. I don't even think it matters. I don't have any kind of edibles in the house anyway. I threw them out. Don't even have them in the freezer anymore.
Good for you. Who cares?
Mr. Awesome, thank you for being a member for 44 months. Speaking of spending money, it's bought 2 more Neo Geo games. Only one cost over $1,900. You are fucking nuts. I think I need an intervention. Send help. Yeah, I need a... Hopefully, that's another reason why I pushed
Walrus nipples.
JT&T donated $19.99 through Super Chat.
You know who brought that up
Any
to
chance
JT&T?
of you recording you range time?
Link said that you should do it too. Which I'm like, oh, you have a very good point. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. That's, hey, man, if you have the money, you enjoy collecting. You live once, right? Mr. Awesome. So, maybe not the first time, JT&T, because I think
I think he stops after this. Hold on, let me see if there's anything else, chat. You cannot tell me this man threw out anything edible. I mean,
if you're handling the firearms responsibly and you're not like, within the ashes, you cheap bitch. Why is PPPC thing? What? I don't understand that. Review Jostler, you're a cheap fucking
Oh, you're gonna hear something here in a second, chat, and then we'll be done, I promise.
bastard too.
Shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that.
I'm sorry.
No, I did not take a diarrhea dump. Yeah, I'm like a left-leaning dude, but I've always said for Yeek Out with the Thorpes, it wasn't. And secondly, it was, it's just the impetus. Yes, it was the impetus to do it. You know what's funny about the whole narrative being that I was scared? It wasn't about being scared. I wanted to handle... The reason that the authorities were called is that I wanted it to be fucking civil.
Okay, you're my guy.
What was I going to do? What fucking driveway and Grace wearing a chicken suit? Come on. That would... Thank you. Hi, Ecuador. That would have made me a man, yes. Quasar... Quasar...
Oh, I'm trying to find
The only
it, chat,
thing
I'm
I
sorry.
get... But that explaining that to explaining logic to illogic.
I've already spent way too much time on this anyway. But yeah, essentially, when I found out about this, I only subbed because he had subscriber mode only on. I subbed to him today to chat in there, and I said, "Hi, Rich," and he said hi to me back, and I said, "I see you found my stream." And he said, yeah, I literally was using it for a thumbnail. And then he showed me, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Because I was waiting for him to react to the stream if he was going to watch it or not. But he didn't today. So apparently he's going to watch it tomorrow. We'll see how that goes, I guess. Yeah. Or he's going to talk continuously about Sly yet again for the umpteenth time. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Or he may, if he doesn't watch it, I will die. I will die. Or if he watches it, irregardless. But yeah, so there you go, chat. There's my news for the day. And good night, Zero. You have a great night too. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, I had to show that off today, chat. I had to. Absolutely had to. Okay, now let's get on to the main topic here tonight, shall we? I do have one thing here though from Purple. I wanted to show off here. What is this? Oh, okay. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
What is this spot?
Oh, is he live right now? Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay. Apparently, Lyrics is live, and he's making a very short announcement about the future of his channel. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if she has a timestamp. Hold on. Purple just sent this to me. Dang, we got all sorts of content tonight, chat. We're going to have to break this up into 2 separate streams. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We're going to have to. I'll have to figure it out. But irregardless, anyway, sorry, chat. There's just so much that happened today, and it's only Monday. Oh, my God. It's insane. It's insane. Anyway, okay. So, while I'm waiting on for Purple to answer the question about the timestamp about Lyrics, we'll show that here in just a minute. Okay, well, apparently Lyrics is still live. So apparently, I guess from what I'm understanding is that he apparently is quitting streaming to continue to focus on his music for his music channel. So that's what I'm getting. So we'll have to look at that later. We'll have to see if I can find the timestamp for that later, and we can react to that later too. But thank you, Purple, for that. I appreciate you, my dear, as always. As always. Appreciate you. Okay. Alright, anyway. Alright. Let's get to the topic at hand here tonight, chat, shall we? Let's go. Let's get to what we came here for. Okay. Now, one's in the chat, if we know, to a certain degree anyway, the drama that has occurred with Rosanna Pansino, Tana Montague, and Trisha Paytas. Trisha Paytas isn't really directly involved, but she's involved in this in a different sense. Or if this is, or twos, if you have not heard anything about this yet. Hey, McMuffin. Nice to see you. It's been a minute. The unholy trinity, true. Okay, so some of you may know, some of you may not. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, oh no, I was just said something from Purple. Oh God. Oh Jesus, hold on, let me see what this is. Oh fucking hell, hold on a minute. What is this? Oh, it's from Spondyle. Oh, Jesus Christ. What did he do? Oh, he's reacting to Lyrics leaving. Oh, Jesus. Okay, hold on a minute. Hold on. Breaking development, chat. Everyone go check on Spondyle. Fucking hell. Oh, Jesus Christ. Everyone go check on Spondyle. Apparently he's not doing well. He's not doing alright. We better go check on him. Oh, I see what you just sent me to, big dude. Yep. Oh boy, I'll show this real quick. Okay, then we really have to get to the video tonight, chat. But that's too funny, Purple. Thank you. That was too fucking funny. Is he coping in chat? Oh my god. Dude. Spondyle, I know that you're a big fan of lyrics and everything, but Jesus Christ. Come on, dude. Anyway. So I have this from Big Dude. As Update Destiny has retained Andrew Bretler. Bretler has been the lawyer for Prince Andrew, Bill Cosby, and Danny Masterson from That 70s Show. Please donate to help me continue the case. And that's a link to her fundraising campaign. Ote. So yeah, oh god, this is gonna get so messy. Oh my god. Let me just say this though, chat, real quick, and I've said this before. The Destiny Pixie, that lawsuit and everything is just too, I ain't touching any of that. Nope. Yeah, And Big Dude, I would have to sadly agree. But anyway, okay, alright. Thank you, Purple, for the clip, though. That was too funny. And thank you, Big Dude, for that story, too. I appreciate you both. 07 to the both of you. Okay. All right. So, back to the story at hand here, shall we? Oh, he also represented Colleen. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, that's... I have opinions, but yeah, anyway. Okay. All right. So, the drama with Rosanna, Trisha, and Tana. Okay. Now... where this kind of stems from, we're going to watch this here briefly, is this. There's a post here that I got, that I was sent, and this video, okay? Now, this video is not very long, but we'll get to it. We'll get to it, chat. So, this Reddit post was one of the things that was posted, and I gotta look to see when this was posted here exactly. Let's see here. Okay, so this was posted about 6 days ago. Rosanna Pansino calls out Tana Mongeau regarding Escape the Night drama. Now, for those of you who do not know, I've mentioned this before, Escape the Night was a show on YouTube. It was a YouTube original, YouTube Red original, when YouTube Red was a thing. And it was created and made by Joey Graceffa. Joey Graceffa is yet another content creator who is associated with Trisha. He's friends with Rosanna. He's friends with like the older school YouTubers, if you will, right? Well, this show that he was on and that he created was a show that he was very popular back in the day, right? But unfortunately, when it came to him owning the rights to YouTube Red and everything, it took a little bit for him to get those rights back because of it being under YouTube and stuff, right? Well, I guess he finally got the rights back and made a movie about Escape, or there's a movie that either will be coming, or he created a Patreon, I think, or something similar to it, to where fans donated to have Escape the Night, the movie. Well, he was able to, it succeeded, and so he made it. Now, I don't know if it's out or not. That I haven't, yeah, fan funded, thank you. I don't know if it's out or not. I don't know if it's going to, or when it's going to come out, if it hasn't already. I have no idea. But apparently, this was filmed at the end of December, and we're going to get to that. You're going to hear that later. This is the TLDR. Tana Mongeau claims she felt harassed on set and said she felt uncomfortable with some things on set. Rosanna is claiming that Tana is lying about a lot of things and claims to have receipts debunking Tana's claims. Do with this information with what you will. Okay. Now, Rosanna, now this is the clip, or we're going to watch the video here in a little bit, but this is a snippet of a video that Rosanna did with, and that's Husky, her boyfriend, or Mike, as she's going to call him here. This is a video that they did together that we're going to watch soon after this. But I wanted to, this is where Trisha Paytas gets brought in here too a little bit. So here we go.
God, you guys, I did not think 2025 would be the year that we would be witnessing a Rosanna Pansino versus Tana Mojo drama, and I definitely didn't think it'd be the year we'd be seeing Rosanna versus Trisha Paytas either, but here we are. Trisha Paytas has responded to Rosanna's podcast calling out Tana Mojo, and all I gotta say is I did not see this one coming. It's a mess, so let's get into it. Who would have ever thought Joey Graceffa going on Just Trish last month would have caused so much drama that we would still be talking about the fallout from it all these weeks later? I already have 2 videos on what happened so far, so I won't go into too many details, but just for the sake of the storyline, let's do a quick little refresher. The story so far is Joey Graceffa got the rights to Escape the Night. He crowdfunded enough money to do another episode of it without YouTube Red. It's been in production, and Tana was a part of the cast, but no one knew that until she did a story time on her podcast about this weird interaction with a crew member on set. Tana's fans
Okay, so this is where it kind of starts here, chat. This is where it kind of starts. So this video right here is from her canceled podcast. Now this was made at the end of December is when I found out that this was when she talked about this, where she talks about how she was involved in a YouTuber's project because she loved this person and all of that, and then fans quickly put it together that it was Joey and that it was Rosanna was involved and that it was Escape the Night, because when you think of Joey to a certain degree, the first thing that you think of with some people is Escape the Night. So yeah, and Ro is actually mad that Tana called her YouTuber who smoked her dead dad. Yes, Medley. Yeah. So it was obviously somewhat obvious that Tana was talking about Joey and about Rosanna, okay? She describes a little bit, and I've seen the clips of it, and we're going to watch it here in a minute. She describes a little bit of what happened to her on the set. She claims that she was not treated right by a particular crew member. It's a whole thing that comes up, and we're going to get into that later. You guys will hear her describe it. But that's essentially what, she's talking about here too. So, now, those of you who feel a certain way about Tana Mongeau, from what I've seen of her and from what I've been able to follow of her, she's a piece of work. She is a piece of work in and of itself. But, that's besides the point. So, they continue with this.
put 2 and 2 together. They figured out it was Escape the Night. They figured out Rosanna was also taking part in it because of something Tana mentioned in her story. Joey then went on Just Trish. He was upset because Tana leaked information. He minimized what happened to her. Then Tana told her story in detail on Just Trish after Joey. Everyone realized how serious it was. Joey got a ton of backlash. Then eventually Tana saw Joey's Just Trish episode and proceeded to call him out on Canceled once she realized just how much he invalidated her experience. Joey said he was going to send her flowers and apologize, and the drama seemed to end there until Rosanna Pansino got involved. A few days ago, Rosanna posted a video titled...
So this video is from a couple days ago. It's on her channel. We're going to pull it up. That her and Mike went over the entire episode of the canceled episode and followed everything that Tana said word for word. I don't know if I didn't want people talking badly about how I honored my dead dad, I went and posted on the internet. True, Medley. True. Listen. I don't even get me started on that whole thing. Just don't even.
Exposing Tana Mojo's lies about me and Escape the Night. I have a whole video breaking it down already, so I'm not going to go over it again, but she pretty much went frame by frame and dissected every word in Tana's story.
She did the least amount of work on this project. She had the shortest time on set, and she complained the most.
Yeah.
She was in a bad mood all day. Negative, unprofessional. No one is locked in. No one can never knock it out. At the bottom, there's these big loops. The loops were so big that you had to hold on to look like you were locked in there.
Rosanna has been getting a lot of mixed reactions to this episode, but mostly negative. There's people who think Rosanna had every right to speak out and was probably telling the truth about Tana over-exaggerating some parts of her story time, but where she lost most people was talking about Tana's experience with a scare actor. While I do want to highlight the fact that she did say she believed Tana when she told her what happened, she also said it's hard to believe her when she lies about small things.
I chose to believe her then.
Well, and the other thing with Tana, though, too, for those of you who are more familiar with Tana and all of that, is that it is kind of hard, to a certain degree anyway, of believing some of the things that Tana has said in the past, because she does tend to over-exaggerate. She does tend to, I don't want to say straight up lie, but she does tend to, you know, again, fib a little bit when it comes to certain situations or certain stories. So, again, I'm not saying, and I'm not downgrading anything that did happen, right? I'm not, or if anything did happen to her on set, then, and if it was either malicious or not, whatever, that's terrible. That should not have happened, but yeah, I'll say that. But yes, exactly. Tana made her brand off of exaggeration. Exactly. And then there's the whole thing that happened between her and Cody Ko, which don't even get me started on any of that either. So, yeah. But yeah, it continues.
And it just makes it really hard to believe someone, not because of like who they are, but because when you tell a story where you're over exaggerating so many things and lying about so many things, it makes it harder to believe you when it comes to serious things, because it destroys your credibility.
Which really didn't need to be said publicly. If you really feel that way, call a friend, text it in your group chat. You don't need to say it on a YouTube video knowing what the response is going to be. Overall, it just didn't need to be put out there. Then her boyfriend saying that he never saw anyone being creepy with Tana really didn't sit right with a lot of people, because yeah, typically creepy guys aren't gonna act creepy when people are around. They'll do it when they're alone with you and feel like they have a better chance of getting away with it.
No, I literally was next to Tana when she talked to several crew members several times. It was completely normal interactions. So just based on what I saw in person with my own eyes, it already proves, in my opinion, that she is either exaggerating or just lying. And that's not to say when we get to the other actor what he...
Exactly, Nintendo Mail. She also believed Dogpack. Yeah. Yeah. Again, this entire thing is more of a he said, she said kind of deal here, right? That's where a lot of this stems from. It's a he said, she said. But it continues.
He said, it's not to say that that's didn't happen, but here she's literally saying every interaction with every person on the crew was weird. That's just not true.
Rosanna's video just went a little bit too far. My personal opinion was she had every right to talk about the way Tana told the story about her dad's ashes, and when Tana said, what if this happened to someone like Rosanna?
The mental state of thinking, like, what if that was Rosanna Pansino instead of me? What if that was just someone who didn't comment the guy back? What would have happened? My phone's on SOS. It was a very scary, awful situation.
Rosanna had every right in the world to be upset and talk about that, but she should have stopped there. This wasn't her set. She wasn't around for what happened to Tana. If everything Rosanna is saying is true, then Joey should be the one making a video. But then again, let's not forget.
True. Okay, good night, Blue Jay. No, that is true, and I think that at some point Joey either addresses it, talks about it. They went over this here briefly at the beginning of it, but I'll have to see if I can find that. Again, chat, this is going to probably be a two-parter. I have a feeling this is going to be a two-part stream.
This isn't a story about Tana being a nightmare to work with. This is a story about a bad situation Tana was put in on set. If the problem in question was Tana being so difficult, she showed up late, she was a diva on set, then sure, this video would have made sense. But it wasn't. So Rosanna countering all these points Tana made just feels like she's chipping away at her credibility in order to invalidate the main issue without having to come outright and say it. It really just wasn't needed. I just can't help but feel like if someone came out about a Beast game set and said that they had a bad experience with a creepy actor that Mr. Beast hired, Rosanna would be all over that story.
That is very, very true. Very, very true. That is a very, very good point. Because she totally would. 100%. Oh no, Neon, are you okay? Ow. Yeah, no, she totally would. 100%. Yeah. She would jump on that in a minute because she's covered less. She's tried to expose less with Mr. Beast. She's been chipping away at anything and everything Mr. Beast related for over 2 years now, almost 2 years.
And rightfully so. It wouldn't be, well, did the contestant show up hungover? Was she miserable to be around that day? Does she have a history of exaggerating her stories? It would just be believed, and none of the nuance surrounding the story would even matter. Now, Tana did subtly respond to Rosanna's video, saying that instead of addressing anything, she's just gonna post lip-syncing videos like Landon Barker does. But the person who did respond was Trisha Paytas. Now, when I saw all this go down, I definitely thought we'd be seeing a response from Trisha, and I kind of thought it would be a similar response to how she handled the whole Joey versus Tana thing. She's friends with both Joey and Tana, and you could tell that that she was super uncomfortable when she had to talk about that drama. But when I saw this title, I was a little confused at first. The title is Rosanna Pansino calls Tana Mojo a liar and attacks Trisha. Now, when I saw this, I thought maybe I missed a video because I really don't remember Rosanna attacking Trisha per se, but let's go over everything Trisha had to say about Rosanna's video. Trisha started off the video by saying she really loved Rosanna and explained how deep of a friendship they had off camera.
I should preface this by saying, like, I really love Rosanna.
Neon, just what I need. More eggs in my torso. I love my wife, by the way. Aw, that's sweet. You. Oh.
Like we've gotten really close, I feel. I don't have a lot of friends, but she's someone where we know her parents, we know his parents, we know her siblings, her sister and their kids. Their kids are friends with our kids. Like we're those people who just go to each other's houses for parties, and we don't have a lot of those friends. So we have a party for our kids. They're there. They always come. We always come to theirs. And so I don't know. I just felt like we had like a deeper friendship. I would say a deeper friendship than even me and Tana or me and Joey. So I was like blindsided by this.
And once again, at this point, I was thinking Trisha was just so upset at what Rosanna did to Tana in this video that it was making her react this way. But Trisha actually felt like some things that Rosanna said were a direct attack on her. She did admit that she didn't watch the full video and only watched a few reposted clips. She first talked about what Rosanna had to say about Tana and said it was a tough watch.
It was a tough watch because Tana obviously, you know, really so much victim shaming on Tana's on Rosanna's part to Tana and Mike's too. They admit that they weren't down there when anything was happening. They admit that she was alone with this guy down there, and yet they still were just saying how much she was a liar. They just kept calling her a liar.
They were dissecting her story when she's on her podcast, which is for entertainment, and it's her story to tell, so it's her right to tell it however she wants to.
And she brought up the fact that Rosanna has been extremely outspoken.
That is very true. That is also, and also she brings up the Mr. Beast, that she's been extremely outspoken about him. That is very true. Very, very true.
About Mr. Beast and how his contestants were being treated on set, and how it feels hypocritical for her to then go and dismiss Tana's experience on a set just because her friend is Joey.
And Rosanna, of all people, who started this whole Mr. Beast crusade because she was a victim of Mr. Beast, who she talked about her time here on Scream Queens, where she said she felt uncomfortable in compromising positions. It happens. She knows firsthand it happens, and how many people criticized her.
Trisha also questions why Rosanna even involved herself in the situation since she wasn't involved in the first place.
Why are you inserting yourself on a podcast when you weren't even involved?
Which brings me back to my point of Rosanna should have just spoken out on the way that Tana talked about her dad's ashes and left it at that. Now let's get...
I agree, but at the same time, people have a right to criticize her for that. And people have a right to say something about that. It's weird. It's weird. People have every right to say that. Now, granted, okay. Listen, chat. I'm not taking away the fact that her father passed away. That's obviously very, very sad. I'm not taking any of that away. I'm also not taking anything away on how she chose to grieve or how her family chose to grieve, right? I'm not taking any of that away from either one of them. A death is horrific, and I was very sad to hear before the whole thing happened with Mr. Beast and all that her father had passed away. I do. And I feel for her in that regard still. I can't even imagine what it's like to lose a parent. I can't. But, again, or a direct parent. I've lost my father-in-law passed away, so I can somewhat relate to that, but not a blood family, not a blood parent. Both of my parents, thank the Lord above, are still here. So, I'm very lucky in that regard. Now, if it is true, right, that it was her father's dying wish for him to be turned into marijuana, then yeah, that's a bit strange. And for her to smoke his ashes, that's a bit strange too. It's weird. It's weird. And I agree, Red. I dislike that she could have continued her legacy with her cooking videos, but she wants to be a whiny bitch. True. I agree. She could have just continued, but again, she chose not to, and I said this last time we talked about her. I'm all for people trying out new things with their content. I'm all for that, right? But if you hear and see right? And you're getting major criticism over said topic in this regard with Mr. Beast, and you've straight up fucking lied and maliciously lied about things that did not happen and that you covered. You did a horrible job of this, ma'am. You're not cut out for this at all. You're not. Your brand is your nerdy nummies. That's what you're known for, right? That's been ruined too, I bet, to a certain degree, for some people. That's what you get for doing stupid shit.
Get into the attacking Trisha part. So the clip that Trisha is taking as her being attacked is when Rosanna reacted to Tana and Trisha laughing over the story about Rosanna smoking her dad's ashes.
And I podcast about this, and then all the comments are like, she's talking about never do that. She's lying. And I'm like, why? Where do you people get off thinking that I would make that up?
I have a text that says that. She texted me that's what she was doing. Yeah.
In my video yesterday, I said that I could totally understand why Rosanna would be upset at this. If she told Trisha in a text what she was doing and Trisha responded positively to it and then saw her laughing with Tana over it when Tana's commentary on the situation has clearly hurt Rosanna, I can understand Rosanna being upset with Trisha because of that. You could tell just by Rosanna's face that it hurt her to see Trisha laugh.
Where do you people get off thinking that I would make that up?
Well, yeah, and I can see that too. Especially if they're as close as what they're making it out to be, or as friendly as they were making it out to be. Yeah, I can see that. I can see the backstabbiness or whatever that would be associated with that and be a bit hurt. Yeah, I can totally see that. But it's still weird, ma'am. It's weird.
I have a text that says that. She texted me that's what she was doing. Yeah.
And then she went on to say, both Tana and Trisha have done things that she doesn't understand or agree with, but she's never judged them over it, whereas it feels like they're judging her.
I highly doubt that. I call bullshit on that one.
Over what she did.
Belittle me because I'm doing something that you wouldn't do. These ladies have done a lot of things that I wouldn't do, and I have never judged them. That's what I'm upset about. It's just so confusing. It's so hurtful and so mean.
Well, Trisha took this as Rosanna attacking her and said that she was not happy about it. She felt like Rosanna was twisting the situation, and she was shocked to see her feel that way when they have such a close friendship.
I think Rosanna then attacking me kind of made me feel some type of way because she twisted things that I said, which I was really upset about because I think Rosanna and I, like I said, privately, we're closer than we are publicly in the sense that she does share personal stuff with me and I share personal stuff with her and we've gone to each other's houses. We know each other's families.
The other part that upset Trisha was Rosanna's comments about her and Tana not wanting to go to downtown LA.
And downtown LA, I immediately, I say no to everything. Even if it's my own shoot, I'm like anywhere but downtown
Yes,
LA.
I hate it. It's so far. It's so
dangerous. Even during the day, people just get like robbed. Like it's crazy. Yeah.
It is just like, it is a different world. I hate it.
I think it's just kind of like a snotty thing.
Yeah.
Like I don't even want to drive to that part of town.
They're above that too.
Oh.
Wild.
Trisha said this comment really upset her because the reason she doesn't want to go to downtown LA is because of SAs that happened to her when she was in her 20s in that area.
The other thing to make it seem like I'm above people because I said I was scared to go or that I don't go to downtown LA. That's a hard rule that I've always had. And to Rosanna flip it, be like, oh, she's so above it to not go to LA. Like I don't like that she won't drive to a certain location. Well, Rosanna, I had a really traumatic experience down in downtown LA. From the ages of 18 to 21, I've had 3 experiences happen in downtown LA. The violent crime has rise down there. That's why it's me feeling unsafe.
And it sounds like the situation has made Trisha not even want to be friends with Rosanna moving forward. Moses was saying how it's hard to picture them not being in their lives, and Trisha pretty much confirmed that the friendship is done.
I just can't imagine that friendship being over because they're so we've been to every birthday of the kid.
Trisha said that she apologizes if Rosanna felt like she was trying to make fun of her by laughing with Tana, but said that wasn't her intention at all, and she doesn't want to be friends with someone who would feel that way.
I was laughing, so I was like, oh my God, she even texted me this. Isn't that so crazy? I apologize, Rosanna, if that really did trigger you or if you really thought that I was trying to make fun of. I don't even know how to apologize because if it really hurt you in that sense and you really thought I was trying to make fun of you because your dad died, that's so far off, but in the same sense, that's why I'm I just think we are just so disconnected and so.
And I don't listen. Again, I don't think that that's what Trisha was doing. I think that she was talking about the situation when Rosanna messaged her allegedly about what she was doing with her dad's ashes. Okay? Yeah, I don't think that she was deliberately trying to hurt Rosanna. Rosanna's making it into nothing.
we don't know each other, and I don't want to know that person that thinks that about me because
overall, Trisha says that she just feels sad because she felt like this was a really great off-camera friendship that she had. She said that she's always stood by Rosanna whenever she said kooky things about Mr. Beast and always tried to see things from her side. So to then see Rosanna twist things that she said on her podcast felt really bad.
Rosanna has said some kooky stuff online, some wild things about Mr. Beast. And every time I'm like, that's pretty harsh. That's a wild assumption. That's a wild thing to say. But I always believe the best in Rosanna. I'm always like, I think, you know, she's coming from this. I always try to see it, how she's coming from. I don't know. I hope this drama thing works out for them. I don't know. I guess that's the direction they're going. Especially Rosanna, because like, she seemed very genuine coming to our house and talking, you know, just sharing our lives with each other. And she was just so wonderful and nice. And I'm just like so confused how this like flipped.
Overall, this is just such a sad situation. I feel like so many friendships have been broken here, when if all of this had been kept offline and they just all air their grievances out with each other in person or over text, the outcome probably would have been very different. So far, Rosanna hasn't responded to Trisha's video, but Tana has responded to Trisha defending her against Rosanna. Tana commented on a re-uploaded clip on TikTok and said, actually crying. I still hope they can all work things out. I said this in my last video and I'll say it again.
I don't know if they will or not. We'll just have to wait and see, I guess. So, but yeah, that's the basic gist of that, chat. So there you go. All right. So hopefully you guys get the basic gist of this whole entire situation. Now we move on to this, and then we got one more
Talk
thing.
about her.
Then we got one more thing. So Rosanna posted this about 2 days ago. This is a message to Trish and my issue with Tana. This is in response to everyone else's videos and to her video that she made with Mike about the, you know, as you just saw in the clips of it. The whole video with her and Mike is literally, like I said, her dissecting everything that Tana was saying on that podcast. Now, we're not going to watch everything with it because it is over an hour long and we don't have, or we may not have enough time. But depending on where we are with this video is where it will determine on whether or not we can get to this, or the video that she did with Mike or with Husky, her boyfriend, if we are able to. Because unfortunately, chat, timing wise, I only have roughly about 45 or so minutes left, give or take, depending. But depending on how everything is in the next, again, 45 or so minutes, and if we can continue, then we'll watch that. But if not, then we'll save it for another stream. So yeah, it could just be a coping video. It pretty much is, to a certain degree. For those who have seen it, or for those that have reacted to it, yeah, it pretty much is, a little bit, from what I've seen of it. I didn't get to watch the whole thing, because I wanted to wait to react to it, most of it on stream. But yeah, so, again, timing-wise, I apologize, chat. I should have planned this out better, but I didn't. I'm so sorry. And also, I didn't expect for everything to come up with Rich. So... Had I known that everything was going to come up with Rich today, obviously, which I was not expecting, then I would have planned this out a little bit better, so I do apologize. But we will see what we can do about doing a part 2, hopefully this week. If not, then we'll figure it out. So, but yeah, so we're going to watch this. Put ones in the chat if you are ready to watch this. And then, like I said, we will... see about what, like I said, see about watching the video with her and Mike. So. Alrighty. Okay, let's go.
Hey, little rebels, welcome back to Ridiculous. I just got in last night from the plane. We were traveling. We were on a fundraising trip, raising money for people who have been affected by the LA fires. They were pretty tough this year.
Oh, and I want to say this chat here too, real quick. Unfortunately, Rosanna was affected by the wildfires, and she unfortunately had to evacuate. I don't know how much damage that she had with her house. I hope it wasn't too much, but I'm glad that they were okay. But her and Mike that's where they were at. They went to Miami, I think, or somewhere in, I think it was Miami, for that fundraiser, and that's where they filmed that video at, was outside of their hotel.
year, and it was just an amazing trip. It was with Drew Brees' charity. But for this episode, it's just going to be
Oh, it was Hawaii. Oh, I thought it was Florida. Yeah, but irregardless, yeah, she was.
me. It's cozy. We're sitting in the chairs today, drinking tea, and I'm hanging out with the dogs. So for everyone listening to this podcast, if you hear snoring, it's just my bulldogs. I just really wanted to talk about some things that have been going on. I think it's important to start with this. I believe Tana when she said that a guy said something inappropriate to her on set, like he sexually harassed her on the set of Escape the Night. When she told me on set, I fully had her back, and I've said, I'm so sorry that happened to you, and you should tell Joey. What he said to Tana was wrong, and him waiting until she was alone to say it is very telling that he knew that what he was doing was wrong.
Okay, and again, if that did in fact happen to Tana, right? If that did in fact happen, that is horrible and that should not have happened. But I will agree with her on this. She should have brought it to Joey, which eventually I guess she did, and they talked it out. But we'll see what happens with that, I guess. But yeah, so if that in fact did happen to Tana on set, then that's horrific. But again, as we mentioned before though, chat, unfortunately, for those of you who are familiar with Tana, is that she's so full of shit, she's not sorry. You're partially not wrong, Medley. But if that in fact, but again, Tana has a reputation of exaggerating things a little bit. So, yeah, I don't know. I hope that she's not though, for her own sake. I hope that that's not the case.
I'm proud of Tana for speaking up. She told me, she told Joey later that day on set, like no one deserves to be treated like that, especially on set. Everyone deserves to feel safe in a working environment. I fully support her for calling out his disgusting behavior. On my previous podcast, I said that I continue to choose to support her, even though she's mocked me. Unfortunately, I know firsthand how scary it can be to be sexually harassed on set. I've been in those positions, and I'm sorry that if my criticism about other things that Tana said overshadowed that fact. Like, I should have done a better job of being clear of keeping those two things apart. Like, me criticizing and fact-checking the other things that she was saying on the podcast was in no way intended to claim that she was lying about being sexually harassed. The reason that I spoke out about this is because I felt Tana was associating many innocent people with the very harmful actions of one individual. Her claims that the entire crew were like old, creepy men is just harmful because the crew was a mix of men and women whose livelihoods depend on their reputation. And Tana is in a position of privilege. And to use that privilege to spread lies about hardworking people just to make her podcast more interesting comes off as very problematic to me. For example, what she said about the wardrobe team. She was saying that they made her wear this outfit. They put her in this slutty outfit.
Of course I'm dressed like a slut. I feel like this is always happening to me, where someone has me dressed like a slut and it's fucking wintertime.
And that was just not what happened. They were really nice people. They provided
So apparently, from what I understand, Tana's claiming that she was in like this full-blown corset, looking like, as she put it, looking like a hoe, as she put it essentially. But she apparently, from what Joey has said and from what I saw, she was the one that chose that outfit. That several outfits were given to her to choose, and she chose that one.
Multiple options. Joey gave us full free range to wear whatever we wanted. We could even bring outfits from home. And the wardrobe department provided her with 5 different outfit options, and she got to choose which one was her favorite. So by slandering and saying they forced her to wear this, well, they don't have a big platform to speak up for themselves. When this movie comes out and the credits roll, their names are public, and people are going to associate them with doing things that they didn't do, and that's not fair to them. That's
I bet none of them were warm. Damn, Italy, you on a roll tonight.
Stories that could negatively impact their livelihood. Like, it's risking the potential of those people not getting hired in the future. And that is not okay. Some people listening didn't understand why I was so passionate about this, and it's because I know some of the crew personally, and they don't deserve to be lumped in like that. Words matter, and they have an effect on people, their reputations, and their livelihoods. I really want to emphasize that both of these things can be true. I think that it's wrong what happened to Tana. What that actor said and did to Tana is not okay. And I also think Tana slandering the entire crew and making up lies about them is not okay. The point I was trying to make in the last podcast are both things are not okay. Trish even said that she's never seen me like this before, and that is because...
what angers you, Medley? That she's talking about this, or that she's playing victim, or both? That Rosanna's playing victim? Because, yeah, I can agree with you on that one. I can agree. Now, again, chat. Yeah, I don't care for Tana or Trisha, but I'm on their side. I would have to agree with you. Because here's the thing, though, right? Again, are Tana and Trisha and Rosanna, are the three of them, like... I don't want to say that they're not credible, but I think you guys hopefully will understand what I'm trying to say in this. Are the three of them known for being gossipers? And especially Trisha and Tana, right? Are the both of them more known for being gossipers and for being tea channels, if you will, and that kind of thing? Yes. Yes. So that's the other aspect of things, though, right? But that's what their reputation is known for. Right? That's what their reputation is known for. Rosanna, being somewhat quote-unquote new-ish to the tea community, if you will, or to drama in general, I don't buy that for a second either. I think I said that last time we talked about her. I don't buy that for a minute, that she wasn't involved in some type of drama before all this happened. I highly doubt that. I really do. But anyway... But yeah, she's involving herself in this. Yeah, I agree.
I'm really hurt. This, what I'm about to talk about right now, is a separate issue. It has nothing to do with Escape the Night or being on set. Canceled podcast, Tana talks so negatively about how I honored my dad that it triggered me. I still deeply feel the loss of my dad, and for her and Brooke and Paige to put it out there that it was illegal, insinuating that I'm a criminal and that I was a cannibal, completely devastated me. Like, I thought Tana and I were friends. We've known each other for so many years. We've worked on projects together. I message her. I have looked to her for advice. Like, I literally invited her to my nephew's birthday. Like, I have just never been through something like that. And I don't think that I have ever felt this upset. Like, I snapped. I'm going to pause right here and just play some of the clips of her mocking me, calling me a cannibal, and reducing me to nothing more than a YouTuber who smoked her dead dad.
Like at 9:30 in the morning, I'm standing there like fully ready, like in a fucking gown. And I'm having a YouTuber tell me that their parent just passed away and they turned their ashes into marijuana and then they smoked their parent. And I'm like, it's 9:30 in the morning and I'm downtown and this YouTuber is telling me about how they smoked their dead parent.
Is that against the law? That's like cannibalism.
I
in
don't
some
know, dude.
Way, shape, or
and
form.
I'm just like, geez Louise.
It's not against the law, no. No. So what she did in Nintendo Mail, she took her dad's ashes and she had it be grown into marijuana. She took her dad's ashes and she had the ashes into soil growing marijuana. And it was his wish, allegedly from her, according to her, that he do this with his ashes if he ever passes. And she smoked her dad's ashes. The marijuana plant that her dad's ashes were grown in. Okay, I'll say that. So no, it's not illegal, and it's not they're making a joke about it being cannibalism. You know what really? Is it, big dude? Oh, well, I stand corrected. I did not know that. But in California? Really? Or where it's legal? Is it still a federal crime? Wow. I wouldn't. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, then I stand corrected then. You know what the Dillon twins did when their father passed? They got off the internet and asked people to respect their space and grieving, like normal people. True. I'm pretty sure it's still federally illegal. Oh. Let me see. I'm just going to ask the good old Google. It's probably going to come up with something, but hold on. Let's see. Okay, so there's a lot of different... Hold on a minute here. Okay. So I'll have to look it up further if we were to actually get into it. But it says here, conforming to marijuana cultivation laws, you have to be 21 years of age to grow cannabis plants in any state of the U.S. Gotcha. Your dad isn't allowed to eat edibles because the VA will deny him health care? What? Damn, I didn't know that. California, medical and recreational growing is allowed. In California, adults age 21 or older may grow up to 6 plants for personal use, and no more than 6 plants are allowed in a residence at one time. This was in 2020. Weed is legal in those states which currently allow it, but federally speaking, it is still illegal. Oh. Gotcha. All right, then. Yeah, I didn't think that it was still federally okay. All right, then. I'll stand corrected. But anyway, yeah, they're not going, oh my God. Anyway, it continues.
What did I rope myself into, right? What do you mean I'm being chained to the ceiling in a meat freezer in a gown right now at 9 a.m. downtown and this YouTuber just smoked their dead parent? What do you mean, okay?
It's hard for me to talk about this. I'm just extremely still sensitive about this. But for me, it crossed a line. That's my dad. When you're vulnerable and you open up and you share intimate details about your life with the public.
Yeah, but you're the one that made it public. You're the one that made it public about what you did with your dad's ashes. So, of course, there's going to be people out there that are going to question it and are going to be like, what are you doing? You're the one that made it public. And exactly, who starts a conversation like that? Exactly. You're the one, listen. If my dad, now I don't think that this will ever happen. But if my dad were to, when he passes away, hopefully that will not be for a very, very, very long time. But if he passes away and he wants to be cremated and he wants to, have something done with his ashes, then yes, I'm going to honor that. I'm going to honor that. Now, if my dad randomly tells us, hey, I want you to take my ashes and I want you to grow them into marijuana and smoke them, I'm going to be a bit hesitant on that one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That would just weird me out. It would weird me out. It would. It's just, I wouldn't feel right doing that. I wouldn't. Exactly. You're the one who told her that in the morning on a video set when she had 2 hours of sleep and is hungover. Yeah. Yep. Now, granted, am I standing up for what Tana did here in this? No, because obviously she still went and everything. Again, yeah. But again, you're the one that made all of this public about your dad. So, of course, you're going to get criticisms of what you decided to do with that. It's weird. I'm sorry. It's just weird. Zero, all power to you if you want your daughter to do that with your ashes. All power to you. I just find it weird. I couldn't do it. No.
Like you expect random people to be judgmental, but not your friends. It may not be something that they would do, but I wouldn't expect them to be mean or mock me. They were laughing at me and calling me a cannibal. A cannibal? I honestly don't.
They were not calling you a cannibal. Oh my God. They were not calling you a cannibal. They were making a fucking joke. Listen, again, I'm not taking away the pain that your family must be feeling about the loss of your father. I'm not taking that away from you at all. I'm not. And I don't think that anybody is. Nobody would take that away from you because that was your experience. But again, they were making a joke about it, and they have a right to do that. I got sentimental reasons for doing it, but if my mom asked me to, I would. Well, there you go. See? Again, it's just, but, again, I could never do anything like that. And we're only going off of what she has said about this. But again, how can she not expect for, yeah, it's, yeah. But would you film it and put it on the internet also? I wouldn't. And that's exactly what she did. She opened herself up to criticism of that. Now, again, I'm not taking any of that away from her, but she can't sit there and expect for people to not say something about this.
I don't understand why Tana didn't just talk to me, like if I was annoying her,
Exactly,
instead
Medley.
of blasting it on the internet on multiple podcasts. She didn't just go on one podcast. She went on multiple podcasts and mocked me over and over and over again for views. She may not understand this, but people have been harassing me since I uploaded the first episode of my podcast. Just to give you guys an understanding of some of the judgmental comments that I have been receiving for months, I'm just going to play a clip right here. It's of these three guys. They have a podcast where they usually just talk about sports, but they took a break from talking about sports to shit all over me and say some of the meanest, judgmental, and just, it's beyond cruel. Like, some of the things that they said is like, my dad deserved to die and shit like that. Like, it's just like straight.
That's not, oh, okay, chat, listen to this clip. Listen to this clip. I've seen this. Listen to this clip and you be the judge of it.
Straight up evil.
To me, that's a little bit over the top. Why wouldn't you just like roll one up and smoke it in his honor, I guess?
I mean, one, you're growing weed at your house, so I hope the authorities have berated that studio and got taken care of that. Yeah, you deserve to go to jail. This is a jail time thing for me.
Really?
Your jail time are 6 months under supervision of some authority. You know, I just don't know how we got here.
This is the Daily Wire? This show is part of the Daily Wire? Oh boy. I didn't know that. I burned. This show is from, oh, okay. Did not know that. Okay.
I just don't. At what point does it come to your head? You know what? When I die,
Smoke me.
Smoke me. Daughter, smoke me.
That guy was a cult leader. 100%.
Some people are better off dead. I mean, it's just
Oh,
the truth. It might hurt some feelings, but you know, they just are.
Well, I mean, I just think his dying wish was terrible. I don't know if he did, you know.
Well,
I wouldn't say
think
that.
Well,
I think that's
I mean, if
far,
that's your dying
in my
wish,
opinion.
I mean, how great was your? I mean, what,
I don't know.
I mean, they spread information and said what I did was illegal. It's not. They said my dad was a cult leader for doing this. They said he deserved to die. I understand.
That's not what they were, I did not, oh God. They did not say that your dad deserved to die. They did not say that. If they were to have said that, then I condemn them for it. And again, you just showed this little clip here. So if they mentioned it, or if they said anything like that later on in the episode, then that's obviously not something that I condone. Yeah. But if they did say something like that, then yeah, that's a bit messed up. But they did not say that in this clip that you provided. They would also say, hey, BF is gay and she's a beard. True. I'm telling you, it's the prion disease that's making her crazy. That's what happens to cannibals. Oh, Jesus, big dude. Actually, the one guy did say, well, you know what, Zero? That's the thing is that, again, they said some people. They did not outright say her dad deserved to die. Not in this clip that she provided. Now, again, like I said, if they did say something like that later on, then obviously that's a bit messed up, and I don't agree with that at all. But in this tiny little clip, this 30-second or so clip that she provided in here, they did not say anything of the sort.
Understand that this is not a clip from Tana, but it's three friends, like her three friends sitting around, and they're saying something that's in the realm of these hateful people. It's even with...
You're gonna go yell at Fauci? Okay, have fun, Medley. Oh my God, ma'am. You should have just kept this all private. Should have just kept this 100% private. You should have just, again, none of this would be happening if you would have just kept all of this private. And just not made any of it public. You wouldn't be getting the shit that you're getting now.
Within the realm, like they're saying it's illegal. They're insinuating I'm a criminal for it. They're saying I'm a cannibal. Like the judgmental tone of that video, it broke my fucking heart. And I think I just snapped and I just saw red. And I think Tana hit below the belt. Like, you do not mock your friend's dead dad. That is hurtful and that is mean. Just fucked up. I shouldn't have anything to do with the Escape the Night story. She threw me in there as she was talking about her negative experiences on set, and I was a part of the negative experiences. Sorry, my dog is trying to find a seat. She's scratching around in her seat. This is why you have dogs. Sometimes they'll just like do silly things and they'll make you laugh. And
Hyperion, I don't know. What is it with these channels thinking that crying makes their point better? You got me. I have no idea. But here, again, these are 3 random dudes that were talking about this, and apparently they're from the Daily Wire, which I didn't know that, but irregardless. These are 3 random guys on a show that she does not know, that she just happened to find talking about this, and now she's getting upset because Tana and Trisha were making fun of her for her doing what she did. Again, you should have kept all of that private. If you would have kept all of that private, once again, you wouldn't be getting the trouble that you're in now with that particular aspect. There's a broken chat? Uh-oh. Do I need to refresh it too, I guess? Hold on. Let's see if I do. Hold on. Let me refresh too, just in case. I do have a lot of tabs open at the moment, so that... Hold on. Let me... Okay. Alright, there we go. I think it's working now. We hate Roseanne. I don't hate her, Burn. She's just an idiot. Okay, there we go. I do not hate her. Okay. Whatever, Burn, shut up. I do not hate her. Such a dork. No, I don't hate her. I just... Again, she's just... Oh, she's an idiot. And she's playing victim. That's all there is to it. Now, it could be argued, okay, that Tana did kind of bring her into it by mentioning that, because I'm sorry, what other creator or YouTuber or person that we know of that is a public figure that has done something like that she mentioned? Okay? I'm sorry, but when you hear the term, they smoked their dead dad, Rosanna Pansino was the first person that you think of, if you know the story. But did she mention her name? Not from what I heard, no. But still, technically, Tana did bring her up. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. Anyway, let's continue.
like they'll turn a sad day into a good one. It's been a weird week, and I just want to say thank you, because I've seen thousands of comments on T channels that have been supportive of me and understanding of why I feel the way that I do. Even people who don't agree with everything that I say, they at least are being supportive and understanding of why I feel the way that I feel. Like, they get it. And I just want to say thank you, because this just sucks. People are like, well, you made a video to talk about her. Yes, in response, because she did it first. A lot of Tana's followers who just follow her blindly through everything that she does, they were saying, well, Tana wasn't mocking you. She didn't use you by name. What other famous YouTuber has done what I did? It's a very unique thing. It's not hard to figure out. You know the tone. You can see right through it. I'm not the only person who thought that this was messed up. There was other commentary channels who noticed it, clocked it, and said something. I'm going to play a clip right here of one of them.
I don't think Rosanna deserves the slander, okay? She was just trying to make some conversation.
Like, it's 9:30 in the morning and I'm downtown and this YouTuber is telling me about how they smoked their dead parent.
Is that against the law? That's like cannibalism.
I
It's
don't know,
okay.
Jude.
Wait,
Stop.
okay.
Is that Jessie Smiles? Is that Jessie? Dang, she looks different. If you're watching this, Roseanne, I think you're a cannibal with the big 5 head. Big shut up. That looks like that. I think that is Jessie Smiles. I think that it is. Dang, she looks different. Holy cow.
And I'm just
okay. All of you, stop it.
Yeah, I was
That's
like,
not a
leave
thing.
Rosanna Pansino alone. It was a touching, like it was a sweet gesture that she was.
Cannibalism? Do you know what cannibalism is?
No, like ask Army.
And
Hammer.
I just want to explain a little bit of why that made me feel so upset, and I hope you guys have a better understanding of that. And I totally get that not everyone will understand. I actually agree with Trish. I just saw on her latest video that she posted that I don't want to make drama videos going back and forth and back and forth. Like, I reached out privately to Trish and apologized for anything that I said that upset her. I told her in my message that I thought she agreed with Tana about being illegal and a cannibal, and I thought they were sitting together and laughing and making fun of me on her podcast.
I walk in and I love it's 9 a.m. downtown LA and I haven't slept for an hour, and she's telling me about how she just and I podcast about this, and then all the comments are like, she's talking about never do that. She's lying. And I'm like, why? Where do you people get off thinking that I would make that up?
I have a text that says that. She texted me that's what she was doing. Yeah.
But after hearing Trish's response, I believe her. I believe that she wasn't judging me or making fun of me. I'm not upset with Trish. I am upset with Tana. I also told Trish that I was sorry to hear about what happened to her downtown LA because I didn't know that information. She shared her deeper feelings about it, and then I shared my deeper feelings with her.
Hyperion Cannibal Queens. Y'all are going to hell. Oh my God.
I expressed to her that I grew up in a very poor area with a very high crime rate. And this is something that's sensitive to me too because I was constantly talked down to.
Oh my God. Fucking hell. Why is this being brought up? Why? Why does any of that matter? Hi, Reese. Why does any of that matter?
Too, and treated very poorly for much of my life because of it. So to hear people like Tana talk down about the people who live downtown, as in the rickets of LA, it just brought back a lot of hurt.
You walk in and the production company is all men from like the rickets of Los Angeles.
Tana was talking about them like they were less than. She was saying like, ew, gross, I have to work with people that are from the rickets of LA.
Like, and it was just like very creepy. Like,
Uh-oh, it's the foot lady? Yes, Reese, it's the foot lady. Yes.
like I just, the vibes with every interaction I had with every single person.
A lot of people don't understand where I grew up and how I grew up because it's honestly something that I don't really want to think about. I've worked really hard to get to the place I am now in life, and I feel more comfortable opening up about my past. I have many stories about that, but a story that really hurts my heart is one time my sister and I were hanging out with some new friends, and someone asked my sister where she was from, and she answered them, and they went, ugh, turned around, turned their back to her, and just walked away. And that's how we were treated because of where we were born. My family didn't have.
What? Oh my God, ma'am. Ma'am. Oh, why does any of this matter? Why? You're just. You are looking for pity points at this point. Seriously? Why does any of that matter? I tell people where I'm from and they're just like sometimes, and I'm just like, okay. I don't care. Ugh, fucking. What does any of that matter?
A lot of money growing up. I grew up with Molly 2 blocks from the projects. If you walked out the front door of my house, my neighbor 2 houses down ran a chop shop.
Actually, ma'am, I hate to actually you, but I'm going to actually here in a minute. You were, now, I don't know where in Washington you grew up, but she grew up in the Washington, Seattle area. And let me just say this right now for those of you who are around that area. Yeah, I'm sure that there's a couple of bad spots. I'm not going to deny that. I'm sure that there are probably a bunch of rough spots there. Not going to deny that either. Not gonna. But what she's comparing it to is exactly what Big Dude just said. She's thugging with the Bloods or the Crips. Exactly. That's exactly what she's making it sound like. She's making it sound like she grew up fucking homeless or something. Like, Jesus Christ, ma'am. Now, again, I'm not saying that where she was at was not necessarily good or bad or whatever. Seattle, Washington area is very, very nice. I've been there. I loved it there. I loved it there. It was amazing when I went. But that was 10 years ago, give or take. Yeah, it's about 10 years ago, the last time I was there. So I'm sure that things may have changed then. I don't know. But she's old, but she's about my age, chat. I'm not that far behind her. So she probably grew up around that time frame, late 80s, early 90s. So, yeah, I'm, again, can't say what that was like then or where exactly she was at, nor has she said that I know of. But still, you're making it sound like that you were fucking homeless and that, again, that you with the Bloods or the Crips. Like, Jesus.
My neighbor 3 houses down on the corner were 2 neighborhood boys that we grew up with who one of them got involved in a gang and they were violently killed in the street. My other neighbor raised dogs, Rottweilers, to fight them, and one of them got loose. And when I got off the school bus in like elementary school with one of my friends, we were walking home from school and one of the Rottweilers attacked.
And Big Dude, you're probably not wrong there either. Because I think that she's mentioned something like that before, though, too. But again, I don't want to say that for certain because I can't quite remember. But I think, but yeah, it's dumb. None of this matters. None of this matters.
Her in our front yard, blood everywhere. My dad had to run out and break it up, and the amount of violence and just shit that I've seen at such a young age and for such a long time. They have meth labs blowing up all the time. My high school even got shut down multiple times. Like, we had a drill for when a meth lab would blow up down the street and we had to cancel sports practice because too many chemicals of drugs were in the air. Like, this was a common thing at my school. One time at a friend's party, there was a drive-by in the house that I was in. But even though those communities have a lot of issues, they have a lot of good people. To hear someone in a privileged position dehumanize people from those communities, like where I grew up, it triggers me.
That's not, oh my God. Bruh. You know what's triggering me, Rosanna? This entire response. This entire response. You are 40 years old, ma'am. 40 years old. Now, granted, this has been said before. Doesn't matter how old you are on the internet. You can be on the internet and still act like an idiot. Very true. But, ma'am, really? Really? This is... What does any of this fucking matter? None of it does.
Because it's not right. I've thought about it a lot, and I do understand that Tana or Trish may not want to go to a less than safe area. The thing that I'm not okay with is dehumanizing people who live there. Saying, I hate working on sets where the people, you know that they came from the rickets of LA, because that is not fair to people. There are so many good people that lived in my community and many other impoverished areas. That is not okay. Check your privilege. I'll end the podcast soon. This has gone on for a while.
Check your privilege, ma'am. Check yours. Are you kidding me? Really? Now, I don't know about the whole thing with downtown LA. That's neither here nor there. That's what she's referring to. But check yours. You got a lot of nerve saying that about somebody. Look yourself in the goddamn mirror and check yourself there, bitch. Seriously? You're gonna sit there and say to somebody, check your privilege? Are you kidding me? Wow. Now, granted, I'm not saying that, and again, I've mentioned this before, chat. How Rosanna came up in the YouTube sphere and where she's at now, she probably did work really hard to get. I don't know. That's, again, oh, excuse me. Not denying that she probably did work kind of hard to get to where she's at now. Again, I've said this before. Was a fan of hers. Watched her for a very, very long time. Right? Again, I've mentioned this before. I even have some of her merch upstairs. Her cooking merch. I'm not denying that she worked hard and that she got established as an established YouTuber, and some people know of her, some don't. Most people now know of her because of the whole Mr. Beast thing, but still, you got a lot of nerve sitting there to say to somebody to check your privilege when you've done what you've done.
But I did watch Trisha's response to everything, and I could tell that she was really upset about the situation. And as I mentioned before, I wrote her a private apology because I really do care about her as a friend. My whole family genuinely loves her family, and I really hope that we can fix things. Also, watching the response, I love Moses. I really love Moses. I do disagree with some of what he said, like saying that Tana's stories are entertaining and not serious, just because when she's talking about something so serious like sexual harassment, and then all the other things around it are exaggeration and lies, I think it just gets really messy, like messy's the water. And I think that it's fine to be entertaining and embellish things if you're telling a story maybe about like a Thanksgiving dinner with your friends, something more lighthearted, or you're out at dinner or out at a nightclub, or, you know, those things are very harmless. But when you're talking about sexual harassment on your friend's production set and you're slandering the rest of the crew, which can get them fired, they can lose their jobs, their livelihoods, like that's how they feed their family. I think that there does need to be some separation between lies and exaggerating and embellishment and having a serious conversation about a serious topic and a serious issue. That was the point I was trying to make in my first video, and I definitely missed the mark. I'm just going to reiterate it again. When Tana told me what happened to her on set, I believed her. I even said that in my original video, that I'm choosing to believe her, even though she said terrible things about me. Even though she's out there mocking my dead dad, I am still choosing to believe her. I am very much compartmentalizing these.
Exactly. The irony of this coming from the woman who supported Dogpack's false CP claim. Exactly. Exactly. You got a lot of nerve. Which you still stick by, which your video is still up on your channel, on your other channel, your main channel with. You have no room to talk. None.
These things, and I'm doing my best to do so. Quote Tana, 2 things can be true. I believe something terrible happened to Tana. I also know that she slandered an entire crew who were innocent. The last thing that I'm going to say before we end the podcast today is this is just a note to Oscar. I just want to thank him for bringing something to my attention. This is about a tweet that I accidentally hearted. I saw a clip of him talking about this, but he said that I had hearted a shady comment, and I just wanted to thank him for bringing that to my attention, because as soon as I saw that and I
Chad, I'm done. I can't with this. I can't.
I read through it, then I unhearted it because that was an honest mistake. When the video came out, we were traveling back to the States. We were going between planes. I had not slept in a day. I am dyslexic. And when the video came out,
oh my God. Bro. Yeah, you had not slept in a day and you're just, oh my God. Oh my God. Why does any of that matter? Why do we care? Why are we supposed... Oh my dear Jesus.
there was comments coming in and forth, and I was literally in between flights hearting what I thought were supportive comments. And in this instance, I made a mistake. So then when I saw that, I was like, oh, no, that's not what I meant. So Oscar, I just want to let you know, I own that mistake. It was an honest mistake. I skimmed it. I learned a lesson there, and it's one I'm never going to forget. I'm not going to be hearting things when I'm traveling and running from gate to gate on no sleep. Like, that is just not a good idea. And I fat-fingered a lot of things at the airport that day. I actually started following a bunch of my haters because I
misclicked. I meant to mute them or block them, and I accidentally ended up following a bunch of them. So for those haters who I'm now following, yeah, that's why. Honestly, my team does a lot of my social media, and when I do it, it's usually a disaster. Another thing that I want to say is that I do agree with a lot of people saying that we should work on our relationship in private. I have a really large Italian family, and we get into fights and disagreements sometimes, which is challenging, but I am not one to throw away a relationship over a disagreement or a miscommunication. Like Trish said, we are closer friends off camera than we are on camera. We hang out more privately.
Yeah, all of this needs to be remain private. All of it. But of course not. No, it got all made public. Of course it did. Which again is open to criticism and is open for people to critique. Since you guys are the ones airing out all the goddamn dirty laundry that there is with this. So dumb. Apparently she isn't actually Italian, just a grandparent or something. Well, her family is Italian. Her family is. Her grandma, I believe, was Italian. Her grandmother or grandfather, one of the two, was Italian. So, better calm down. She used to be a banger. What? Oh, I don't really care. Big dude, bring it. I am not afraid of her. Anyway. But yeah, I think that one of her grandparents, I think either on her dad's side was Italian, I think. So, yeah.
Because our friendship is not focused on business or views. That's not what I care about. I hope that she knows that if she needed anything, even right now, I would be there in a heartbeat. I also keep it real with my friends. Like, if I'm with a friend at a restaurant and they're having a bad day and they snap at a waitress, I'm that girl who's gonna tell them, like, hey, that's not cool, knock it off, and you need to apologize. And I'm also that friend to give them a big hug and show compassion because I can see that they're going through something. I don't hate people for making mistakes. I love my friends, but I don't allow them to mistreat people, and that's on all sides. Like Trish in a response video asked, why do I need to insert myself? I spoke up about Tana slandering innocent crew members, just like I would stand up against a friend punching.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. The only reason why you spoke up and why you're saying something and about why we're here now is because Tana just so happened to mention a YouTuber who told me they smoked their dad's ashes. I think she has both, big dude. Probably, if she does. Probably both. Probably it's probably purple to represent both colors. Anyway, I'm done. I'm done. But again, okay, if that was your main objective to speak about Tana speaking up about the treatment of the crew or something, then why are we talking you're done.
Being down at a waitress.
And big dude, she's not going to respond to me. I'm sorry, Nintendo Mail, excuse me. Nintendo Mail, I don't see her responding to me. I really don't.
It's like, I'm going to stand up for someone punching down on innocent crew members. I'm not going to stand for it. Two wrongs don't make a right. It was wrong what happened to Tana on that set. It was also wrong for her to slander innocent members of that crew. And it hurts me to see Trish upset. I hate that. Like, in her response when she started talking about Colleen, she knows that I did not know about Colleen's behavior in any way or participate. The shit she was doing pissed me off. Colleen hid that from me because I am the friend who would say something and say that that's fucked up. Colleen lied to me by keeping her true character very private. This whole thing sucks, and I really want Trish to know that I had no idea about her history with downtown LA. I just reacted.
You bring up okay, so apparently it was called into question about what you knew about Colleen Ballinger. Okay. I'll have to see that.
to what I saw, how they were talking about downtown LA. I just call it like I see it. I had no idea about her bad experiences and what she went through. If I would have known that, then I wouldn't have thought that was a snotty comment. And that's the only mean thing I said about Trish. I thought the comment was snotty. And now I know that that's not really her experience and her situation. I totally understand. I want people to know that I am proud of Trish and for her growth, and that she's also never seen my angry side, because 90% of the time I am a very happy person, but I'm also human. You know, I experience other emotions, sadness, frustration,
Lying, manipulation, maliciousness, all of that too. Don't forget that there, ma'am.
anger. And I think that that's the first time that she's ever seen me angry, and I think it kind of knocked her off guard. Like, I've seen her angry in many videos many of times, and I understand it. Those are human moments. Those are human emotions and reactions. It happens. I just really hope that she can understand that I genuinely care about her, and I really want to work it out and fix things. And I agree with her. I don't want to go back and forth making these videos. I just think that this is stupid. And I also want to clarify that if anyone is talking about me on their channel, I have a right to speak up and express my feelings. Trish, I really want to get together and have a heart-to-heart and communicate our boundaries so that this never happens in the future. Never happens.
Oh, it's going to happen again. It's going to happen again.
Again, we do have a genuine friendship, and I think it's worth it.
So yeah, there you go, chat. So there's that video. Again, it was about 2 days ago, give or take. So yeah, that's where we're at. So, all right, chat. Well, I'm going to go ahead and head out because I think we are on for Baldur's Gate here soon, here in just a little bit. But I appreciate all of you guys coming out here tonight. Again, I apologize if we didn't get to everything, but like I said, if I can get to a part 2, hopefully at some point this week we will. I don't know if I'll be able to or not. If I can, it's looking like that it may be sometime Saturday afternoon, maybe. But I just wasn't expecting for all of the rich stuff to happen today. And of course, I had to talk about that. I had to. Like, there was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So, yeah, wasn't expecting for any of that to happen, so I had to throw that in today. And of course, talk about Toxic and all of that too. So, yeah, there you go. Yes, ZeldaCast is on Wednesday. And Wall Smashers is on Thursday. Nice. Yes, ZeldaCast on Wednesday. 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern for the ZeldaCast here. That'll be a lot of fun. No stream tomorrow because, like I said, I had something come up for tomorrow. But we will be back on Wednesday with the ZeldaCast. And like I said, we're going to be ranking our favorite cosplays. So be on the lookout for that, chat. That's going to be a lot of fun. Reese and Bern are joining me for that. So that's going to be, I'm excited for that. That's going to be cool. That's going to be fun. So thank you guys again for coming out tonight. Greatly appreciate you. I'll see what I can do about having a part 2 at some point. We'll see how everything goes for the rest of the week besides Wednesday. So, yeah. You all have a fantastic rest of your night. And I'm going to go send you over to Falgi, actually. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to send you over to Mr. Falgi's. Where's he at? There he is. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and edit here. You guys go show Mr. Falgi all the loves, and we will talk to you all on Wednesday. Bye, chat.